The Crusades were a series of religious wars led by the Latin Catholic Church in the Middle Ages. Most famously, they refer to 8 major Christian conquests against Islamic expansion to secure control of holy sites, especially Jerusalem, between 1095 and 1291. To provide some context, one must introduce the Seljuk Turks, nomadic tribes from Russia and Central Asia that converted to Islam. Their empire expanded rapidly, unifying an otherwise fragmented Islamic world. A few years following their victory against the Christian Orthodox Byzantine Empire at the Battle of Manzikert in 1071, they defeated the Arab dynasty of Fatimids and were able to seize Jerusalem, a holy city for both Christians and Muslims. Unlike the Fatimids, however, the Seljuks were not as tolerant of Christian rites to pilgrimage to Jerusalem. In the meantime, their expansion and subsequent settlements in Anatolia caused the Byzantines to call on their fellow Western Christians, yet Catholics, for aid. Though relations between Eastern Orthodox and Western Catholic Christians had long been fractious, the Byzantines' request came at a time when the situation was improving. Also, the Catholic Church under the Pope was powerful and wealthy. This, combined with a booming population and economic growth, meant Western Europe was in a strong position to muster armies for a common cause. These different factors led Pope Urban II to call for the First Crusade at the Council of Clermont to regain Christian territories. 4 armies of different regions were formed and departed for Byzantium in 1096, totaling about 100,000 crusaders. Over the course of the next 2 centuries and in a series of 8 crusades, Christians and Muslims would fight for territory in the Middle East. On the way to Jerusalem, the Crusaders also indulged in wide-ranging anti-Jewish activities, including the Rhineland massacres. During the First Crusade, after the initial defeat of the poorly organized People's Crusade by the Seljuks, the Prince's Crusade eventually seized Jerusalem in 1099 after multiple fights, including the Battle of Dorylaeum, the decisive and bloody Siege of Antioch, and the Siege of Jerusalem, which the Fatimids had controlled back from the Seljuks. The Crusaders, who became known as the Franks, relegated on their promise of safe passage of Muslims in Jerusalem, massacring them instead. They established 4 Crusader states: Edessa, Antioch, Jerusalem, and Tripoli, and much of the following crusades revolved around the possession of these territories. The Second Crusade, for example, began due to the fall of Edessa, Crusader attempts to regain it from